everybody. Okay then folks, here we are, just waiting for the two teams to come out now. Just a quick rundown of the teams. The benefit if you are on the streaming, listening to the live stream this afternoon. The Doncaster team first of all, at full back is number 5 Dave Scott. Number 4 on the wing is Nev Morrison. The two centres, number 3 Liam Wallham and number 20 Sean Lee. And the opposite wing is number 2 Stuart Sanderson. The half-backs player coach number 6 is Paul Cook in standoff, alongside number 15 Scott Spaven. In the forwards, number 14 Russ Spears, alongside the other prop number 21 Matthew Garbett. And in between those is number 13 Mike Emmett. The second row is number 24 Liam Kent and number 12 Mike Kelly, and the loose forward number 29 Jay Pitts. The subs for Doncaster this afternoon are number 16 Craig Robinson, 11 Lee Waterman, number 23 Richard Wilkinson, and number 18 Ryan Wilson for coach Paul Cook. The Rovers line up this afternoon. It's number 1 Ian Hardman, number 2 in the 3 quarters, number 2 Will Shah, 3 Greg Worthington, number 4 Ben Helliwell, and number 27 Etu Y. Seeley. The halfbacks for Rovers, number 19 Kyle Briggs and number 7 Gareth Moore. In the forwards for Rovers this afternoon, number 8 Steve Crossley, number 14 in for the injured Andy Ellis is George Flanagan. Andy Ellis has a virus. Number 13, the other prop is Matt James. Second row for Rovers, number 11 James Lockwood, number 12 Tim Spears, and the loose forward is number 6 Jack Bussey. Substitutes for Rovers this afternoon, number 23 Andy Kane will be the rotating hooker, alongside number 15 Matty Dale, number 10 Keegan Hurst, and number 16 Andy Bostock. Rovers coach is John Bastian, and today's match referee is Mr. Matt Thomason. Recently appeared on Rovers Radio, I think it was a couple of weeks ago now. Looking forward to what should be a fantastic atmosphere here. The pitch looks in fantastic condition, especially considering Doncaster Rovers played here yesterday. But should be looking forward to an entertaining game. John Bastian putting Doncaster at slight favourites. Don't know whether that's mind games or what they're thinking is behind that, but it's a nice wide pitch. Rovers can move the ball. There's every chance here that Rovers can get some good results here. Both teams with identical records, both having won 3 and lost 1. Doncaster's victories coming against Batley, Keighley and Workington, and their only defeat this season, same as Featherstone, was a defeat down here at the Keepmoat against Dewsbury Rams. Just waiting now for the two teams to come out onto the pitch. The atmosphere is building nicely here at the Keepmoat. Looks like Featherstone have brought another fantastic following with them over on that far side. Looks to be great numbers here for Featherstone. We're looking forward to what should be an entertaining game. Fourth versus second in the championship. It's about as good as it gets. It should make for an interesting, exciting game. Both teams looking to maintain their records. Both teams, Featherstone unbeaten in 4, Doncaster unbeaten in 3. Coach John Bastian said all he needs to say. He's waiting on the touchline now. We're just waiting now for the two teams to come out onto the field. And the Rovers choir starts up on the far side. Sure, the Rovers fans will know. There we go. In fact, here are Featherstone Rovers in their new away kit, which is a nice bright purple. Very easy to identify. And out come the Rovers now. Led out by Captain Tim Spears. And followed shortly led out by Captain Mike Emmett. Here come the Doncaster Rugby League. Looks like Doncaster will be getting first. Looks like Doncaster will be getting first use of the ball this afternoon. Featherstone playing from left to right as you look, as Mr. Thomason comes on with his two officials. And so, live here from the Keepmoat Stadium, streaming on Facebook as well, it's Doncaster Upper League against Fev Rovers. And it'll be Rovers who will be getting this match underway. Kicking from left to right, and it's Gareth Moore will be kicking off. And here we go now. Its kick-off is well taken. And the ball is spread, and it's just passing along the line by Doncaster. Early doors. With good defence in there, Ben Helliwell in the tackle. Doncaster trying to work the ball out from their own 20. With good defence from Rovers. Helliwell in the tackle again alongside Jack Bussey. And here come the Dons now. That's Mike Kelly there taking that drive in. And Mike Emmett there from hooker. Cooking acts in half back. The ball is moved to the right. Doncaster on halfway now. It's on the last tackle. As Mike Emmett goes in, attacks in half back. He moves the ball to the right. It's a kick over the top by the Dons. It's well picked up though by Ian Hardman. Hardman able to run the ball back. He makes good 10-15 metres before being hit by Russ Spears in the tackle there. Here's Will Sharp. Finds Tim Spears. I'm not sure Tim Spears appreciated that one. Flanagan waits. Ball's inside to Hardman. That's okay. Suspicion of foul from the Dons fans. The referee happy. That was Matt James. And now the ball is spread to the left. Here's Lockwood on that far side now. Ball is moved inside. Kyle Briggs shows it to one and then offloads to Ian Hardman. And Rovers now on that 40. Hand goes up. This is the last tackle. Rovers just inside their own half now. Centre field. The ball goes out left to Kyle Briggs. Briggs with a kick over the top. Taken bounces twice and it's easily enough taken by Dave Scott, who's able to run that ball back, but made by a good defensive line on that 20-metre line. Centre field now, Doncaster work it out to the left. It's Mike Emmett from acting halfback. Emmett goes in again. Good defence there though by Rovers. Doncaster attacking this short side. That's a good offload. Emmett again. Finds Jay Pitts. Doncaster inside their own, just inside their own half. Emmett from acting halfback gets the ball inside. Doncaster into the Rovers half now. This is the last tackle, says Mr. Thomason. Emmett finds Paul Cook with a kick through. It's taken easily enough by Ian Hardman, who gets a long pass across to Etu Waisili. Not sure Etu appreciated that one. Hardman picks up himself and moves the ball out to the left, and Rovers now working out from their own 20. Here's Will Sharp, centre field. On the Rovers 30. Flanagan finds Briggs. Finds Chap Bussey. That was a momentum pass, but the referee happy enough with it. Flanagan moves to the right. Here's Moore. Shows it and goes himself. Almost through Moore. Good defence from the Dons there. Paul Cook in attendance alongside Russ Spears. And it is a penalty for Featherstone. Says Mr. Thomason, holding down in the tackle. Paul Cook asking the question. But that is the first penalty of the afternoon for Rovers. And here's Gareth Moore then. We'll take that penalty against Rovers up to the Dons 30 now. Flanagan will take this tap. Finds Moore. Through the hands it goes to Briggs. Rovers spreading the play. Briggs goes himself, almost beats one. Good defence though by the Dons. Here's Jack Bussey now. Gets Rovers up to the 20. Flanagan finds Briggs. Briggs shows it once, finds more. That's gone through the hands. Here's Ben Helliwell on this near side. He's well wrapped up though. Liam Wellham in attendance alongside Stuart Sanderson. Captain Tim Spears driving that ball in. Tim Spears only knows one way to go with the ball in hand, and that's forward. Flanagan finds more. Through the hands it goes to Briggs. Rovers have to work in that far side. Etuai Sealy attacking half-back, spreads the ball back into Briggs. It's a kick by Briggs on the last tackle. It's well taken though by Captain Paul Cook for the Dons. The Dons survive that set. It is a good attacking set for the Rovers. And now looking on the defence there now. Here's Mike Emmett. Moves the ball inside. It's a good half break there by Nev Morrison. Plays the ball to Emmett. Here come the Dons now, approaching halfway. Emmett goes to the right. So a good kick over the top there by Scott Spaven. Taken easily enough by Etu. A long pass to Ian Hardman, who offloads there to Will Sharp. Rovers spreading the ball across the three quarters. Sharp plays the ball to Gareth Moore. Doncaster fans again wanting a forward pass, but the referee and touch judge happy enough. Here's George Flanagan, goes himself, gets Rovers to halfway. Full 10-12 metres there made by George Flanagan. Briggs out in halfback, finds more. Rovers inside 10 metres inside the Dons half, and that's another penalty. That'll be another penalty for Rovers. Their second of the afternoon. Holding down in the tackle, says Mr. Thomason. So Rovers then, a great chance to get the first points for the afternoon. Roared on by great following here at the Keepmoat. Taps taken by Worthington to Briggs. Finds more. More offloads to Jack Bussey. Bussey 10 metres out now. Centre field. George Flanagan waits. Comes right. Here's more. Finds Captain Tim Spears who offloads. But it is well picked up. Into the offload didn't come off. Liam well and read it well and was able to take that ball. And so the Dons are able to bring the ball out from their own line. Cook with the inside pass. Emmett spreads the ball. This works nicely through the hands. And here's Nev Morrison over on that far side, but well wrapped up by three Rovers players. Scott Spaven with a kick over the top. Bounces once and taken by Hardman, who offloads to Will Sharp. Will Sharp well wrapped up though by two Dons players. Led by Captain Paul Cook. Ben Helliwell now. Flanagan waits. Finds Crossley. Flanagan spreads the ball left to Lockwood. Gets Rovers over halfway. Good running there by Lockwood. Here's Kyle Briggs now. Finds Steve Crossley. Centre field. 10 metres inside the Dons half. Flanagan goes left. Finds Briggs. Kick through by Worthington. That's going to run dead. On the 20. So that'll be head and feed. Scrum down to Doncaster. Sounds like the rain's starting again here at the Keepmoat Stadium. It is forecast for rain this afternoon during the course of the game. Referee not happy with that scrum. Rovers don't have a full complement in there. And so now here come Doncaster. From that scrum down on their own 20 metre line now. Here's Cook. Misses out one, but that's good defence by Rovers. Gareth Moore there. Cooking acting half-back, gets the ball inside. That's a good offload. But again, Doncaster just don't have the time. Rovers defence moving up so quickly and shutting down the opportunities. Here's Stu Sanderson. But good defence by Sharp and Moore. Here's Cook again now. The kick over the top. It's a crossfield kick. It's going to be Etu who runs back to take it. Etu Waisili has 20 metres in front of him. Hop and a skip. He's away. Almost away Etu. Well, that's good defence by the Dons. A great break from Etu on that left-hand side. Made fully 25 metres. And now Rovers have a penalty. Doncaster needs to be careful. That's Rovers' third penalty of the afternoon. And if they're not careful, they'll find that Matt Thomason is soon speaking to them. And so, Briggs now. Lockwood gets Rovers into that 30. 25 metres out, centre field now. Rovers on the attack. Here's Moore. Shows it and goes himself. Bussey runs into acting halfback. Finds Steve Crossley on the charge. Rovers on the 10. Another offload. Bussey again. That's a good effort by Bussey. Another offload. Again by Rovers. Goes straight to Doncaster. That's the second time Rovers have had a great opportunity on the Doncaster line. The offloads are not coming off. Here come Doncaster now. Good drive in there by Mike Kelly. Emmett moves the ball inside, one man. And Doncaster now. Come approaching their own 40 metre line. Emmett again. Here's Spaven. And Doncaster now on halfway. Emmett finds Spaven with a kick over the top. Straight to Will Sharp. Will Sharp runs that ball back in with a vengeance and makes 20 metres. 25 metres. A great return by Will Sharp. Doncaster again trying to play the ball down. Here's Ian Hardman. Rovers now on their own 30. Left hand side of the field for Rovers. Ball's worked back inside. Here's Matt James. Plays the ball to Flanagan. Crossley to Bussey. Bussey plays the ball to Flanagan. Here's Moore now. Captain Tim Spears gets Rovers into the Dons half. Ben Helliwell waits, he's acting half-back, and that's another penalty. The referee calls time off and he's asking for the captain. That's the fourth penalty for Featherstone, and the referee now is calling over the captain and he's warned him. He said that's the fourth penalty you've had for the same thing. The next time it happens, you've got a man down. So Rovers with another chance now. On the Doncaster 20, here's Briggs. Finds Hardman, finds Worthington to Etu. Etu Waisili, that's a great effort by Rovers. Etu Waisili is knocked on. Questioning the touch judge and asking him, did I? Touch judge says yes, you did, so Rovers bomb another chance. But Doncaster now on a warning. 4 penalties in a row for Featherstone, and the referee has said to the captain, the next one, you got a man in the bin. And so now here come the Dons. Ball is moved out to the left hand side. Jay Pitts. Emmett moves the ball to the right now. Doncaster on their own 30. Good run in this by Doncaster, making good yards. Emmett comes to the left now. And here's another good drive in, and Doncaster have made good yards, they're on halfway. This is the last tackle. The referee has stopped the clock. Doncaster player trying to kick out of the tackle there, I think, has inadvertently kicked out and caught Rovers player. It's George Flanagan who's down. The referee has stopped the clock. "15 minutes gone here at the Keepmoat Stadium. Still Doncaster 0. Featherstone Rovers 0. George Flanagan down on his haunches, just receiving treatment at the moment. It's now back up. Physio's just checking his vision, making sure that everything's okay, and a thumbs up. So George Flanagan will take his place back in the defensive line. And here come the Dons now. It's Paul Cook. This is the last tackle. So that's a good kick by Cook. Etuai Sealy knew he had no chance to take that, so he let it bounce. And he's all made a break as Etuai Sealy beaten 3 men but couldn't get through the 4th. What a great effort. Here's Flanagan now. That's a forward pass from Rovers. Mistake by Rovers, a forward pass. I think Rovers just need to settle things down at the moment. Panicking when they get near the line. Silly offloads. They've had on a couple of occasions a turned possession over in the Doncaster 20. And I think we are going to shortly be seeing Andy Kane. George Flanagan still isn't right and is indeed going to come off from the injury he received a couple of minutes ago. So Andy Kane now is taking to the field. George Flanagan still looks a bit groggy, he doesn't look 100% happy. So Andy Kane now comes on for Flanagan. Takes his place straight in the scrum, and here come the Dons now. That's a penalty to the Dons. Their first of the afternoon. Holding down by Jack Bussey. So the Dons will start this set now on their own 20. On the Rovers 20, sorry, here's Cook. Escapes one but can't escape the second. Quick play the ball, Emmett. Finds Pitts, and that's a great pass, but what a hit by Steve Crossley. Here's Cook again now. Holds on to the ball. Emmett waits. Goes himself for the line. No, he's held up. Good defence it was by Rovers. 3 men there. 4 men holding up Emmett. So he will now play the ball to Cook. The ball here's Jay Pitts again now. Gets an offload away. And the ball is spread to that right hand side. Here come the Dons. And they're over! As happened last year down here when Featherstone Rovers attended Doncaster. When Doncaster scored the first points then, they've done the same thing now. And it's the fullback Dave Scott who's got the try after 18 minutes here in the first half. Doncaster 4, Featherstone Rovers 0. Great effort it was by Dave Scott over on that far side. He managed to make the gap. It looked like he was tackled about 2 yards short. He was able to reach out those long arms and ground that ball for the Dons. And so that's the first points of the afternoon go to the Doncaster. And here comes the rain as well. Conversion is successful for the Dons. By Stuart Sanderson. Makes a score here at the Keepmoat Stadium. Doncaster 6, Featherstone Rovers 0. So Gareth Moore with a kick-off high. Taken, and the ball is run back in by the Dons. Matthew Carvett there taking the ball in, but good defence. And here come the Dons now, centre field. Still inside their own 10 metres. Looked like they're going to be an offload for a second. It didn't happen though. And Doncaster have broken through. Doncaster away again. Here's Dave Scott again. But great defence from Will Shaw. It was Liam Wellham and Dave Scott who fashioned the opportunity. Here's Stephen now. And Wellham again. Spaven goes himself, is a yard short. This is the last tackle, says Mr. Thomason. Mike Emmett goes himself, is held up. A great opportunity there for Doncaster to extend the lead. But good defence it was by Rovers. Rovers need to wake up. They seem a bit shell-shocked by that early try for the Dons. Or by that try, should I say, for the Dons. Just need to calm things down now. Need a comfortable set and a good kick. Steve Crossley now. On that Rovers 10 metre line, centre field. Here's Moore. Through the hands it goes to captain Tim Spears on the charge. Place ball, and that's penalised. Then Tim Spears tries to play the ball, but hadn't apparently gained his feet properly, says the referee. And so that's another Doncaster penalty, and Doncaster now will have an opportunity for 6 tackles on the Featherstone line. A change for the Dons. Sees Craig Robinson come on. Here's Emmett. Cook finds Jay Pitts. Emmett waits. Finds Paul Cook. And that's great play to Liam Wellham. Emmett again finds Cook. Misses out one. That's a pass that's on the bounce. Rovers have escaped. Spaden, it was taken on the ball was passed on the bounce. He couldn't take the ball. And Rovers have put the ball now. Doncaster again trying to slow Rovers down. Briggs finds Crossley now. Crossley, that's a great charge. Andy Kane goes. Spears finds Helliwell. I don't think Helliwell quite appreciated that one. Rovers on this near side now. Kane finds Moore. Shows it to one, then offloads to Matt James. Rovers just short of halfway now. Kane offloads to Jack Bussey. Bussey gets Rovers to the 40. Looks for the offload, but there was nobody there. Andy Kane goes to the right. Here's Moore. High kick from Moore. Not taken by Sanderson, but it's going to run dead. The referee says it came off Will Shaw. So Emmett takes the tap. Here's Craig Robinson, plays that ball again. Doncaster making good yards from the dummy half from these first plays. Rovers need to tighten up a bit around the ruck. Here's Stu Sanderson, and Doncaster are almost up to halfway. Emmett finds Ryan Wilson, who's on from the bench. Pitts almost away, he gets the offload away to Emmett. Doncaster making the working the gaps well. Here's Cook. Finds Sanderson again. Well, that's the last tackle. Good defence by Rovers. Coming up to 25 minutes gone here. Doncaster leading by 6 points to 0. Here's Will Sharp now. Hardman. And so here comes the rain again here at the Keepmoat Stadium. Kane goes himself, almost away, Andy Kane. Ducked under the tackle. Doncaster again slowing the play the ball down. Here's Briggs now. Gets the ball away to Will Sharp. Not quite sure that pass was meant for Will Sharp. Here Rovers then, near side Moore, finds Bussey. Rovers in the Dons half now. This is the last tackle though. Moore with a kick over the top, back towards this near side. Taken easily enough by Dave Scott. Able to run that ball back. But a good ankle tap by Moore. And Rovers able to complete the tackle through Kyle Briggs. Here's Nev Morrison. Doncaster attacking that Rovers left hand side on their right. And here come the Dons again now. Looking for the offload, Jay Pitts. He's got the offload away. Here's Emmett. Makes an extra 10 metres. That's a cheap offload. The referee's seen something, or the touch judge has seen something, should I say. He's on the pitch. Referee also saw something. Says yes, he saw it as well. It was a knee in the tackle. So Rovers discipline there, letting them down on that last tackle, giving the Dons another chance on the Rovers 20. Emma then takes a tap, finds Cook. Doncaster in that Rovers 20 metre now. Emmett again. Pitts finds Cook. Cook finds Spaven. Doncaster on the charge is a yard short. What a great effort that was by the Dons. Trying to go from dummy half, a waste of a tackle by the Dons. Here's Cook now. Doncaster now, centre field. 4 tackles. Emmett finds Cook. Doncaster attacking that right hand side, Dave Scott. Referee says that's the last. Emmett. Spaven with the kick through. Oh, Doncaster on the elbow! I'm not sure. The referee says they are. Whoa. Not looking good so far here for Rovers. 28 minutes on the clock. It's Doncaster 10, Featherstone Rovers 0. And it's Jay Pitts for the Dons. Had a great first half an hour for the Dons. Looked really strong driving that ball in. And the referee is speaking to Doncaster captain Mike Emmett about something. Not sure what, but just what. I think it's a warning about something. And Mike Emmett speaking to Sanderson as well. And I think indeed Mike Emmett is indeed now coming off the pitch. as does Jack Bussey for Featherstone. And also off comes Mike Kelly for the Dons, to be replaced by Lee Waterman. So Sanderson then with this conversion attempt. Dons leading by 10 points to 0. Had a great first half hour as Mike Emmett for the Dons has looked really strong. Sanderson's conversion is successful. So half an hour gone here at the Keepmoat Stadium. Doncaster 12, Featherstone Rovers 0. And so Rovers kick-off is well taken, and it's run back in by the Dons, but a great hit there. I think Matt James is in the tackle there. Rovers fans not happy at all at the minute. And here come the Dons now, trying to work out again from their own 20, leading by 12 points to 0. An interchange at hooker sees number 15 Spaven move to hooker. And it's a good kick over the top there by the substitutes for the Dons. Taken well by Hardman. Substitute is Richard Wilkinson. I think Spaven's moved to hooker for Dons and Wilkinson's gone in at scrum half. So here's Will Sharp now. Rovers need something just to bring them to life as Matt James comes off. Rovers then. Here's Steve Crossley now. Finds Briggs. Finds Moore. Here's Hardman. Halliwell attacks that line. Gets Rovers 7 metres short of halfway. Will Sharp now takes the ball in, gets Rovers up to halfway. This is the last tackle now for Featherstone. Andy Kane in attacking halfback. That's a mistake. Again, Rovers very off sorts at the moment. A mistake by Will Sharp. Not able to play the ball properly, so instead of Doncaster starting that scrum set in their own 20, this scrum is indeed actually now on halfway. So Cook will feed this scrum. And he finds Lee Waterman, who's on from the bench for the Dons. Spaven in it, moved up to hooker. Spaven again. Here come the Dons now. Just inside the Rovers half, on the Rovers 40 now. Spaven finds Cook. Finds again Lee Waterman. Spaven finds Pitts. Finds Wilkinson. Well, good defence by Rovers, they're on the 40. Cook. That's going to come down with snow on it. That's a high one. It's taken by the Dons. They've managed to offload. But Rovers, Matty Dale is on. So Matty Dale able to, the offload attempt by the Dons. Matty Dale able to take the offload and prevent that scoring opportunity. Andy Kane now. Finds Moore. Finds Andy Bostock on from the bench. Moore again, here's Briggs, able to duck away. Here's Lockwood on that far side. Another mistake from Featherstone Rovers though. Lockwood's attempted offload, not able to take it, and Rovers have now conceded a penalty. Nothing seems to be going for Rovers at the moment. And so the Dons looking to turn the screw even further. 6 minutes left to half time. Doncaster 12, Featherstone 0. Craven to Wilkinson on that far side now. Doncaster inside the Rovers 10. Spaven finds Jay Pitts. He's already scored one. Wilkinson finds Cook. Offloads there to Craig Robinson. Cook waits, attacking halfback, directing and pointing where he wants it to go. Here's Wilkinson. Offloads. That ball's come loose for the Rovers though. This is a free play. That's dangerous. That's dangerous. He was lifting the leg. Or lifted the leg by Doncaster. That was silly. They had Rovers pinned down in the 10-metre line. In their own 10-metre area, but a lift of the leg. And the referee is calling the player over. The player's acknowledging and saying, I'm sorry, but the referee is saying, look, okay, I'm still speaking to you. And that was Ryan Wilson who was called out. So relieving penalty for Rovers. And he's also speaking to Andy Bostock. So Moore with that relieving penalty gets Rovers just 5 metres short of halfway. Rovers need a score. 4.5 minutes left on the clock. Here's Kane. Finds Tim Spears. Kane again. Moore. Here's Matty Dale for Rovers. Andy Kane. Briggs. Shows it and goes himself. Gets Rovers up to the 30. Doncaster holding down against the Rovers. Briggs. Here come Rovers attacking down this right hand side now. In the 20-metre area now. This is the last tackle. 18 metres out. It's a kick through by Andy Kane. It's knocked on. Oh! Oh my word, there's an opportunity there for Rovers. The mistake almost by Dave Scott. He wasn't able to take the ball first time. The ball bounced up and in the end he just knocked it dead. So Rovers for the first time this afternoon will get a repeat set. Doncaster trying to slow it down. The referee has indeed stopped the clock. Doncaster's mission now will be get to half time without conceding. Rovers were desperate for a score on half time. So the Colts drop out. It's taken by Andy Bostock, who runs back at the Doncaster line. Rovers slow to take that drop out and lost vital metres there. Here's Andy Kane. Keegan Hurst is on for Rovers now. That's a good run by Keegan Hurst. Gets them up to the 30. Andy Kane finds Briggs, finds Moore. Well wrapped up though by Lee Waterman. Ben Helliwell goes himself from acting halfback. Rovers just short of the 20. 2 tackles left in this set. Here's Briggs. Finds Keegan Hurst again. On the charge. Gets Rovers into the 20. This is the last tackle, said Mr. Thomason. That's a penalty for Doncaster. That's a penalty for Featherstone, sorry. Not releasing Keegan Hurst. And here come Rovers now. Desperate for a score before half time. Here's Moore. It's out to Will Sharp on the wing. He's got the offload inside to Helliwell. Good defence though by the Dons. Will Sharp attacking halfback, finds Tim Spears. Matty Dale now driving in for the sticks. Rovers desperate for a score. 90 seconds left on the clock. Briggs Keegan Hurst gets the offload away. Bostock! No! The referee has said that Andy Bostock has knocked on. Oh my word! That's a big call at this stage in the match. That would have brought Rovers right back into the game on half time. Bostock reached out for that line, but just unable to get the ball down. And so Doncaster now, well, all they need to do is in this last minute is see this set out, and they will be going in here at 12-0 up. Here are Doncaster now in the Rovers half. It's Paul Cook with the kick for the corner. It's taken by Etu though. Etu runs that ball back, but in the last few seconds here, into the last 10 seconds of the first half, Rovers need something magical now. Here's Will Sharp. That's going to be it. It's going to be half time. This is the last play, surely. It's a kick over the top by Moore, fighting to get through. Here, Moore's come over with it. No, it's not Hardman! Ian Hardman! He's over for Featherstone Rovers! Right on half time! Oh my word! Oh my word! That is going to gloss over the cracks of the first half. But oh, what a superb effort it was indeed. It was a kick over by Moore, kicked over the top, able to pick it up and get through. An inside pass to Ian Hardman, 30 metres out. Hardman had a clear run in for the sticks. And indeed, there goes the half-time hooter. Hardman with his second try of the season. And so this conversion by Moore will bring Rovers back within 6 points. One might argue they don't deserve it. Doncaster have played very well, but what a score for Rovers. Is this going to be the game breaker? Moore's conversion will be a formality, and indeed it is. And that is indeed half time. So, the story of the first half isn't a good one. Doncaster was nip and tuck for almost the first quarter. Doncaster got the first points of the afternoon through Dave Scott after 18 minutes. That was converted by Scott Sanderson to make it 6 points to 0 for the Dons. 10 minutes later, Jay Pitts, probably Doncaster's best player in the first half, went out for a try of his own, a well-deserved try to make it 10-0. Again converted by Sanderson. Bostock had a try wiped out 3 minutes before the end of the first half for a knock-on as he tried to ground the ball. And then right on half-time, the last play of the half was a breakthrough by Gareth Moore. The inside pass to Ian Hardman, 30 metres out, with a clear run for the line. Converted again by Gareth Moore, makes a half-time score here at the Keepmoat Stadium. Doncaster 12, Featherstone Rovers 6.
Right, it's the half-time draw.
Good afternoon, welcome back to the second half of today's streaming match between Doncaster and Featherstone. Doncaster 12, Featherstone 6. The try right on half time for Rovers by fullback Ian Harkin in his second match of the season. We will shortly go back to the live recording as well. Just waiting for the teams to come out now for the second half. John Bastian, Rovers coach, will certainly be looking for a much improved performance from that first half. The try on half time, possibly papering over some cracks that would suggest maybe that Rovers maybe did deserve a try, but certainly don't deserve to be in front. Doncaster have played very well. Paul Cook running the show, and in particular loose forward Jay Pitts for the Dons has been looked very impressive for them whilst he's been out on the pitch. Looks like the teams are coming back out any moment now. And indeed, here do come the Rovers. Good afternoon, welcome back to the second half of today's match here at the Keepmoat Stadium. Doncaster leading by 12 points to 6. Try right on half time for Rovers. Hopefully, we'll lift the spirits a bit and we might see a much improved second half from Rovers, as we did in the first half at Crusaders when we were 6-all. It was at half time. We played the Crusaders and Rovers went on to score 30 unanswered points in that match in the second half. Rovers will be looking for the similar, well, more or less the same again, you'd have thought. Rovers will get first use of the ball in the second half. If you're on the DVD, it's Rovers now attacking right to left as you look. So Rovers are looking for a much improved performance now, and here we go, Doncaster then kick off. Taken on the bounce by Kyle Briggs, and Andy Bostock now running the ball back in. Be interesting to know what Rovers coach John Bastian has indeed said at half time. Keegan Hurst drives that one in. Sure, he won't be happy with that first half performance at all. Andy Kane finds more. And there's Tim Spears, and that's a penalty for Rovers in that first set. So chance for Rovers to build some early pressure in the first set of this second half for a high tackle, which Gareth Moore will take, but Doncaster have got a player on his knee, he's injured. It's one of the orchestrators out there on the pitch. It's number 15, Scott Spaven. He's had a very good first half for the Dons. It'll be a blow for them if they do lose him, because he has looked very impressive in that first half. He does appear to be okay. The thumbs up, and he trots back into his line now. And so the penalty is taken for Rovers by Moore. He gets Rovers into the Doncaster half. Here's Tim Spears now. Kane finds Matt James, I think, is back on. And Rovers spreading the ball to the left. Here's Lockwood. Inside that 10-metre line now, Rovers. Andy Kane shows it once and finds more. Offloads to Matty Dale, but Rovers, Matty Dale is wrapped up there centre field. 5 metres out from that Doncaster line now. Rovers move the ball back inside. It's Keegan Hurst, looks for the offload. And the referee indeed, in fact, has given a forward pass there. Keegan Hurst looks a bit bemused, but it will be a scrum down head and feed to the Dons. So another opportunity goes begging there for Rovers. And here come Doncaster now. It's Lee Waterman, first half substitute for the Dons. It's Doncaster now working out from their own 20-metre line. And that indeed is Jay Pitts, probably their Doncaster's best player for me in the first half. Here's Dave Scott, the scorer of the first try of the afternoon for the Dons. Spaven trots in it, that's in half back again. And he indeed finds now Richard Wilkinson with a kick over the top. Taken well though by Ian Hardman. Wilkinson led the chase himself, playing all his team on side. And here come Rovers now. Here's Will Sharp running in hard. Good drive in there by Will Sharp. Rovers 7 metres short of halfway. Attacking down this left-hand side now. And indeed Worthington gets them over halfway. And here's Andy Kane, comes the short side, Hardman. But well wrapped up he is. And the ball is now centre field. Here's Moore. Moves the ball out to the right. Here's Kyle Briggs. Finds Ben Helliwell. Doncaster's line moving across well there though. Here's Will Sharp as that's in half back. Will find Gareth Moore. Moore will put that one into the air. It's too deep. It's no pressure, not enough, too deep to put pressure on Dave Scott. He was able to take it comfortably. And now the Dons can run back out from their own line. And here's Nev Morrison from that's in half back. Makes a good 10 metres there before being wrapped up by two Rovers players. Sanderson moves the ball out to the left now to Lee Waterman. Touch Judge is on again, he's seen something. Referee's asking the touch judge now what's wrong. I didn't see what happened myself. The penalty has gone there to the Dons. Apparently putting the elbow in the tackle. So the penalty on halfway gets Dons up to their Rovers 30. And here come the Dons now. That's another penalty for a hand in the tackle. Rovers need to be careful or they're going to be on a warning here. And indeed Doncaster are going to take the 2. This would stretch the lead out to 8 points. So it'll be Sanderson again for the Dons. 2 from 2 this afternoon, Stuart Sanderson. Converting both the Dons tries in the first half. As the referee stops the clock. So Stuart Sanderson aiming to stretch the lead out to 8 points. Meaning Rovers would have to score twice. Sanderson's kick is good. Straight between the sticks. Makes the scores Doncaster 14. Featherstone Rovers 6. So Rovers do now have to score twice. And the Rovers fans on the far side now trying to lift the team. Moore takes the kick off, it goes centre field. It's taken by Richard Wilkinson who gets the pass away. And Rovers now need to up the tempo. It's been a very lethargic performance apart from that one score in the first half. Rovers now were looking for more. John Bastion were looking for more. Here comes Jay Pitts. And here come the Dons now attacking down this Rovers left, down their right. Spaven gets the ball inside to Craig Robinson. Spaven waits again now. Centre field now. He comes back to the right. Here's Cook. Good pressure on Cook though by Andy Bostock. He's able to get the ball, the kick away. They'll find only taken by Hardman. And Will Sharp now runs the ball back in. Here's Ben Helliwell. Gets Rovers up to their 40. Here's F2Y Seeley. We've had a quiet first half as F2 Rovers will be looking for more from him. Bostock looking for the offload, but nobody there. Andy Kane quick finds more, finds Spears on that right hand side now. Kane again. Finds more. More with a crossfield kick. Eto's taken it, but he was wrapped up on the last. So that is indeed a turnover. And here goes Nev Morrison. But well wrapped up there by Keegan Hurst. Richard Wilkinson has switched to acting half-back for the time being. Oh, that's a mistake by the Dons. Keegan Hurst says, come on now, we've got a great chance here. It was a poor mistake by the Dons. It was a straightforward pass by Richard Wilkinson. But the Dons player just not able to take it. And now Rovers scrum down, head and feed, centre field, 10 metres, well, probably about 14 metres from the Dons line. Great chance this for Rovers to get back in this game. An 8-point deficit to make up. Briggs finds Worthington, but that's well wrapped up. It's well wrapped up there by Sean Leith. Andy Kane finds Keegan Hurst on the charge. Just hold the ball, Keegan Hurst. You don't need to do anything fancy. Rovers with tackles in hand now. Here's Briggs. Finds Moore. Finds Hardman. Real sharp on the wing. Oh no. I thought he was in, you know. He went for the Superman dive. The flag went up there and the touch judge just said no. Unlucky that for Will Sharp. It was a great effort on that wing for the Superman dive. And so the Dons then an escape. And now working the ball out from their own 20 now. They'll just want to complete the stretch. On this right hand side now. It's Liam Kent. Plays the ball to Spaven. And here's Craig Robinson. Spaven again goes to the left. It's Paul Cook. A kick over the top centre field. Taken again by Rovers. There's Ian Hardman who ran the ball back, almost got back to his own 40. Here's Worthington trying to get away. Well held though by Doncaster. Richard Wilkinson in the tackle. Andy Kane shows it once and offloads to Andy Bostock. Kane again. Finds Keegan Hurst, looking for the offload again. Doncaster aware to these offloads. Briggs skips away from one, almost away from another, looking for the offload again. Here's Andy Kane. That's a good kick from Andy Kane. Dave Scott takes that superbly. What a take from Dave Scott. A superb effort by the Doncaster fullback. And I think he's been hurt in that tackle. Keegan Hurst in the tackle, along with Kyle Briggs. And here's a good run now from the Dons. Dave Scott looks like he doesn't know where he is. Stuart Sanderson has knocked on. It's a knock on at the play of the ball. Stuart Sanderson has knocked on the ball on, says Mr. Thomaston. So Rovers then have a full set on in the Doncaster 40 now. Need to make this pressure count. 12 minutes into the second half. Trailing by 14 points to 6. Andy Kane. Goes himself, he gets away from Paul Cook. Will Sharp waits. Finds more. Finds Tim Spears on the charge. Rovers are up to the 20. The Rovers fans come alive trying to lift the team. Matty Dale spreads the ball to Gareth Moore. Trying to duck away. Andy Kane waits again. Comes left, it's Briggs. Finds Hardman. Etta White-Ely. Comes back inside, finds Worthington. Not sure Worthington quite appreciated that one. As the referee shouts 5 and the hand goes up, here's Andy Kane again. Here's Briggs with a kick through. Oh! I'm not sure the Dons thought Doncaster trying to leave that there. It looked as far the heavens like it wasn't going to go. That one dead. Just wasting a ball. We've now got 2 balls. Not sure if it was a ball by trying to waste time or what, but we've now got 2 balls on the field. Paul Cook taking his time. Doncaster do indeed have a player down on this near side. Can't see who it is from here. It's Sean Leaf. Thumbs up, he is okay. And so the drop out then from Paul Cook. Gets to halfway, it's taken easily enough by Hardman. Steve Crossley's back on for Rovers. And Andy Kane trots back into acting halfback. Rovers then will get full set on the 30 now. Here's Keegan Hurst. Crossley again, finds Briggs. Finds Moore on the charge. Moore trying to duck away. Good defence that time though by Lee Waterman. Rovers centre field. 8 metres out from the Doncaster line. Matty Dale plays the ball and has indeed got a penalty. Andy Kane orchestrating already. Matty Dale again then. Andy Kane, Rovers now 2 metres out. Keegan Hurst finds Moore, finds Briggs. Briggs shows it once off first for Hardman. Ian Hardman is over. Rovers have got the second try of the afternoon. It's Ian Hardman's second try of the afternoon. It was a great move from Rovers, from the play of the ball. It went through the hands, across the field. It was Moore in the end who offloaded to Ian Hardman. And Ian Hardman over 10 metres in from touch on this left hand side, making the score 15 minutes into the second half. Doncaster 14, Featherstone Rovers 10. And the cries come out from the Rovers fans over on that far side, trying to lift the Rovers. This is an important conversion though for Gareth Moore now. This to bring Rovers back to within 2 points. His kick's a beauty, folks. Straight between the sticks. And Rovers fans now finding the voice. They have come back from 12-0 down to a 14-12 deficit. 2 tries for Rovers without reply. Only the only the Stuart Sanderson penalty the difference now. And so Rovers, they've got themselves back in this game. And Doncaster's mistake, they've kicked out on the full. Oh my word. Rovers get a penalty on halfway. So Rovers, instead of starting in their own 20, starting in the Doncaster 40. Andy Kane now. Finds Steve Crossley. Crossley on the charge. Rovers' heads are suddenly up. They want this now. They can sense they're in with a shout of this match. Hurst finds Briggs, finds more. That's a mistake though. Who's this going to? Where's this going to go? It's going to go to the Dons. 2 knock-ons there, the first one by Rovers. So head and feed has gone to the Dons. Rovers just need to settle things down now, trying to force things. They've got back in with a shout. They don't need to force it now. And so the Dons will scrum down 18 metres out. Doncaster now looking to try and exert some authority back in the game now. Rovers in the ascendancy. Got a player down on the haunches. That's a good drive in now by Matthew Carbett. Here's Lee Waterman. Good defence though by Keegan Hurst. Here's Cook. Cook with a kick over the top. It's centre field. Etu Waisili comes across. That's taken by Etu on his own goal line. He makes 15-20 metres before being wrapped up by the Dons, and the touch judge is on again. The touch judge has seen something, I don't know what. There didn't look to be anything wrong with that from where I was sat. But the touch judge has seen something. Is this going to be a penalty for Rovers? No. I'm not sure what the pointing coming on was if he's not said anything. Except to slow down the Rovers play there. Steve Crossley then, taking that first drive in. Flanagan's back on the field for Rovers. Off comes Gareth Moore. So that means Andy Kane will go into the halves. And Flanagan will go back to hooker. Spears. Here's Will Sharp, it's a forward pass. I thought Will Sharp was away then, but the pass was forward, says Mr. Thomason. So that'll be strung down, head and feed to the Dons, just inside the Rovers half. 20 minutes left here at the Keepmoat Stadium. Doncaster 14, Featherstone Rovers 12. And here come the Dons now. Scott Spaven waits, attacks in half-back. In fact, Mike Emmett's back on. So Scott Spaven has now gone back into the half-back, so on comes Mike Emmett. Backing it loose forward. That was Ruff Spears. Emmett waits. Moves the ball back into Spaven. Spaven gets the ball away to Liam Kent. Doncaster on the Rovers 30 now. Emmett finds Jay Pitts. He's lost the ball. So did Rovers though, so that's first knock on. Head and feed will be to Rovers. Rovers still very much in with a shout of winning this game. Just need the patience, and when they get the chances, they need to take it. So the half-backs now for Rovers, Andy Kane and Kyle Briggs. That's a penalty for Rovers. Stupid play there by the Doncaster player. It was Mike Kelly. It was still a play. The tackle was obviously completed, yet he just would not move out of the way. And so Rovers get a set on halfway now. Flanagan back on the pitch, takes the tap. Andy Kane was going to offload, but the line had moved up quickly, so he took that tackle himself. Flanagan finds Briggs, finds Matty Dale. Matty Dale plays the ball to Flanagan, who goes himself, gets Rovers up to the 30. Greg Worthington waits in acting half back now. He finds Dale, finds Briggs, Kane, Hardman, Halliwell. Rovers on the charge. Good move by Rovers. Here's Andy Kane again. Shows it twice. Finds Kyle Briggs on the charge. Looked for the offload, but that was well closed down by the Dons. Here come Rovers now. Andy Kane. Worthington. Worthington is over. Rovers are over. The referee says yes. For the first time this afternoon. For the first time this afternoon, Rovers take the lead. Doncaster 14, Featherstone Rovers 16. And it's going to be Kyle Briggs who's going to be doing the kicking now. Gareth Moore is off the pitch. The Rovers fans are in fine voice now. Rovers have the lead. It's been a very difficult half-fought match. Rovers were 12-0 down at one point. Managed to stretch this lead out to a 16-14 lead. So 3 tries from Rovers without reply from Doncaster. In terms of tries, the only points for Doncaster since Rovers started scoring was a penalty. By Sanderson. So with Kyle Briggs then. With the conversion attempts for Featherstone Rovers. This will stretch the lead out to 4 points. That's missed. So. Oh, it's a tight one here, folks. (17 minutes left, 16 minutes left in this match. Doncaster 14, Featherstone Rovers 16. Hold on to your hats, we're in for a bumper 15 minutes now. Kick off by Sanderson. Taken well by Kyle Briggs. Offload to Steve Crossley, but that's good play in the Doncaster defence. Flanagan finds Keegan Hurst now. Rovers could do with another score now just to stretch the lead out. Flanagan finds Matty Dale. And Jack Bussey has returned for Rovers. That's a kick over the top by Briggs. Picked up by Dave Scott, who runs the ball back, but that's good defence from Rovers. They've got the noses in front now. Only by a nose though. Doncaster scoring 2 tries without reply in the first half. Featherstone 3 without reply in the second. That's a good run though. That's Nev Morrison. Tries Liam Kent on halfway. Spaven. Finds Dave Scott. Emmett waits. Moves the ball to the left. Through the hands of Pitts. Cook. Doncaster attacking down the left. Still on, says the referee. This is the last. This is still the last. It's an intercept. Featherstone are away. Rovers are away. Here's Matty Dale. A great effort by Matty Dale. He's worn himself out though. Here's Keegan Hurst. Flanagan. Briggs. Goes himself, he's almost away, Briggs. Flanagan again, goes himself. Rovers tackles in hand on the Doncaster line now. Chip over the top by Andy Kane for Will Sharp. Oh, came off the Doncaster player, that'll be a dropout. But what a great effort it was by Matty Dale. A great break going the length of the field, getting Rovers from defence into attack. And it's such a good break, he's worn himself out and it's come off. As Rovers make a change. And Matt James has come back on for Rovers. Taken easily by Andy Kane, and here's the big man, Keegan Hurst on the charge. He won't stop, we're like a battering ram. 30 metres out then, Rovers. Flanagan. Jack Busley's also back on the field now. Gets Rovers into the 20. Flanagan again, finds Steve Crossley. Andy Kane. To Matt James. That's a penalty for Rovers. Flanagan taps it to Matt James then. Flanagan. Steve Crossley. Rovers trying to bash their way over at the moment. Flanagan again finds Briggs. Kane. Halliwell trying to spin out of the tackle. Well held on there by the Dons. And a mistake at the play of the ball by Rovers. Yet again another mistake in a great position. A chance to turn the screw. And a knock on. Rovers holding a slenderest of leads. A 2-point lead. Still 12 minutes left to play. Doncaster 14, Featherstone 16. And the Dons now trying to work out from their own 20. Emmett is acting halfback. Moves the ball out to the left. And Emmett again goes himself. He knew what exactly he was going to get there. Rovers wasn't square at the play of the ball. Emmett took a from the play of the ball, ran straight at Keegan Hurst, won the penalty, and the Dons now have a chance. This is end-to-end stuff. Here's Cook. Finds Mike Kelly. Here's Pitts. Cook. Liam Kent. Spaven in acting halfback. Cook again. Rovers defence holding out at the moment. Cook himself is over. Oh my word. Poor Cook is over for the Dons.
sponsored by the Dons on the Line, number 6, Paul Cook.
So, 10 minutes left here at the Keepmoat Stadium. Doncaster 18, Featherstone Rovers 16, with a conversion to come. Paul Cook then lining up this conversion for the Dons. That's Paul Cook, so Stuart Sanderson. Three from three this afternoon. This will make it 4 and stretch the lead back out to 4 points. It has indeed.
That's it for the Rovers 20, Featherstone Rovers 16.
And so, kick off then by Briggs. Rovers 9 minutes away from a defeat. Need another try now. And here come the Dons down their left hand side. Working the ball out, coming up to their own 40-metre line now. Here's Jay Pitts. For me, he's been Doncaster's standout player, Jay Pitts. He had an outstanding first half. Been a little bit quieter in the second, but nonetheless, still a very good performance. Scott finds Pitts again. That's a great break from Pitts. And it's a kick for the corner for the winger. Oh, that's bounced superbly, but he just couldn't take it in. The referee stops the clock. He's going to check something with his touch judge. The decision is a dropout. Rovers will be dropping out from underneath their own sticks. The decision was whether Doncaster had knocked the ball on or whether Featherstone had knocked the ball on. But the touch judge's decision was that it wasn't. So a dropout from Kyle Briggs, taken by Dave Scott. Gets the ball inside to Matthew Carvert on the charge. Emmett in it, in half-back. Goes left, here's Cook, back inside. Dave Scott again. Doncaster in the Rovers 20 now. Pitts. The ball spread left to Lee Waterman. Emmett waits. Centre field now. Cook. Dave Scott's well wrapped up that time. This is the last, says the referee. Cook goes short side. Oh, I thought they were over for a minute. Great defence though by Rovers, holding him up just on the try line.
Today's official match day attendance is 1,317. That's 1,317. Thank you.
As the attendance just gets announced, and Will Sharp brings the ball out, makes 10 metres. Rovers trying to run the ball after using that in half-backs, trying to clear their own area at the moment. Flanagan. So coming up to 5 minutes left in the first half in this match. Still Doncaster 20, Featherstone Rovers 16. Flanagan finds Briggs. Flanagan. Kicks charge down. Maybe it wasn't the best option for the kicker. Didn't quite have the space himself. And then a mistake, and then a penalty conceded by Rovers. So not only was the kick charged down, the penalty conceded. And the Dons are going to go for goal, are they? Yes, they are. This will stretch the lead back out to a 6-point lead. Leading by 20 points to 16 at the moment.
Once again, thank you to today's main match sponsor, Roberts Insurance Limited, and match ball sponsor, Sheffield Sports League.
So with Stuart Sanderson, if he kicks this, he'll lead 6 points, and a Rovers try would only level the scores. And I'm willing to bet if he kicks this, I know what the next option will be. It'll be the 1-pointer. John Bastian saying before the game he felt Doncaster was slight favourites being at home. Rovers certainly haven't quite been on the game, especially in the first half. It has been slightly better in the second, an improved performance, but just hasn't quite been enough. And so Sanderson then. He hasn't kicked it. They've missed it as Sanderson. So Rovers still in with a chance of winning this one. If they can get possession and hold possession and work the try. Emmett gets the ball away to Craig Robinson. Emmett again goes himself. I'm not sure what happened there. The ball looked like the ball had come free, but the referee said no, and now he's penalised Rovers for not being square. And Sanderson will have another go. 3 minutes left on the clock.
Can we stop that for a minute?
I have to say, I'm not sure what happened. It looked like the Doncaster player had run through, and then I'm not sure if the ball was stripped or if he lost position. And then from the resulting play, Rovers not square at the markers. So Sanderson, having missed 2 minutes to go, again has a chance to extend that lead out to 6 points. He hasn't missed that one, folks. The fans over on that far side will tell you. There's 3 minutes left on the clock. So 3 minutes left. It's Doncaster 22, Featherstone Rovers 16. Short kick-off attempted by Rovers, but taken by Waterman. Here come the Dons now. Nothing fancy from them now. Cook. It's a well run in though by Craig Robinson. Matthew Carbot now. Here's Jay Pitts again. For me, Jay Pitts has been the man of the match for the Dons today. He's been absolutely outstanding all over the park. Kick by Spaven. As Hardman runs the ball in. Possibly Ian Hardman has been the Rovers man of the match. He scored 2 tries for them this afternoon. An outstanding effort as Etu tries to get away. I'm going to give the man of the match to Ian Hardman. Flanagan finds Briggs. Finds Jack Bussey. Into the last 90 seconds here at the Keepmoat Stadium. Flanagan. Ball's down that far side now. Rovers try and move it around. Bussey. What's he going to give here? Has it been knocked down by the Dons? Rovers going to get head and feet at this scrum. One last chance. It was an offload by Bussey, which was knocked down by the Dons. Can Rovers win it to the death? They scored a try in the last play in the first half. Can they do the same thing in the last play in the second? If they do it to snatch a draw. Here's Briggs. Finds Hardman. Worthington waits. Here's Briggs again now. Andy Bostock gets the offload away to Flanagan. Referee says he was held. Plays the ball to Flanagan. Instead, here's Crossley. Briggs. Andy Kane tries to step away. And so last 20 seconds. Plus added on time if there is any. Here's Briggs. It's a knock on and that's going to be the game. That is the game. Doncaster have done it. Probably thanks to an outstanding first half effort, it has to be said, by the Dons. 2 tries in the first half. The referee, one more play, says the referee. Is it going to be Doncaster head and feet? It is. This is going to be the game. Lee Waterman. Waterman! No, that's your lot. Referee says that's your lot. Started off, like I say, started off well for the Dons in the first half. 2 tries from the Dons to go 12-0 up. Tries from Scott after 18 minutes and Jade Pitts, probably the Dons man of the match, after 28. Andy Bostock had a try wiped off after 37 minutes. Before Ian Hardman scored a try for Rovers, the first of his brace on the day, right on half-time to get Rovers right back in it. After 5 minutes in the second half, Stuart Sanderson converted a penalty to stretch the lead out to 8 points. Rovers then had a try disallowed for Will Sharp, and who was knocked into touch. Before Ian Hardman scored his second after 55 minutes. Converted again by Gareth Moore. Brought Rovers back to within 2 points. From the kick-off, Doncaster kicked out on the full. The Rovers not able to capitalise. After 63 minutes, Greg Worthington went over for a try not converted by Briggs. Falkirk then stretched Doncaster back into the lead with a try which was converted by Sanderson. Sanderson had a penalty shout 5 minutes before the end, which he missed. No matter, because 2 minutes later he had another penalty attempt, that one converted. Rovers not able to stretch, not able just to pull back in the lead, and in the end it's finished here in front of 1,317 here at the Keepmoat Stadium. Doncaster 22, Featherstone Rovers 16.